Crystal Bella, let's talk about your body. The next thing I'm going to talk about is periods. People who don't have periods, do not run away in fear. Please stay. Stop. Don't you press that skip button. Before I continue, periods are a really important thing to know about, whether or not you're likely to ever have them. You need to know how the body works, whether it's how your body is likely to work or not. Okay, so don't you dare. Getting your period for the first time can sometimes be a traumatic event. I make it sound worse than it actually is. If you've never had a period before, you're never likely to have a period. What basically happens is your body goes through loads and loads of chemical changes. And so your emotions are different, your body temperature is different, you know, the body is reacting very differently, and if this is happening for the first couple of times ever, this can be really, really difficult, and then your other neurological issues really do start to stand out and get in the way a little bit. So imagine your normal dyspraxic self, and once a month it is times 10 every single month. But on top of that, you're also having to deal with the fact that you're having a period. So I'm sure we can all sympathise with how that may feel, even if we don't have periods. There are things you can do to make it a lot more manageable, and this is something that you will get used to over time. I remember when I first started my period, I was at a friend's house and I thought I pooped myself. No one ever talks about it, no one ever says what it looks like, and those TV adverts, apparently it's a blue liquid. It's not a blue liquid, it's a ready aubergine brownish mess. And you know, when you look at your pants, you've never had a period before and you see that, you think it's poop. And then you realise, oh, that's not poop, it's period. So, of course, you need sanitary products. There are loads and loads of new things now that you can have. There's a lot more variety of what you can use to help manage those. So one of the new things that I haven't tried out before are the period pants, where basically you don't need any products, it's just underwear that tends to absorb everything and you can wash them and reuse them, which means less waste that gets thrown away and stuff like that, and you know, you don't have to spend as much money throughout your life with these things because they can get very expensive. So I'll start off with things that help people who are starting their periods for the first time. And the first thing you'll want is a sanitary towel. I use these, Bodyform. They're the roll, press and go ones, which are fantastic. So the main reason I recommend these is because they have a heart at the front. Now, if you're someone who doesn't have periods, you do not understand the struggle that we have working out which way goes at the front and which way goes at the back, because they practically look identical minus a few differences, and if you get it the wrong way around, it can just be so annoying. So with these, the heart goes at the front of your body. Absolute lifesaver. I personally prefer the ones with the wings because then they don't move around and cause mess. So the roll, stick and go thing. So you've had your period and it's all gross and disgusting and whatnot. You roll it up like so. You pop it back into the packaging and you literally roll it up, and there's stickiness around the whole outside of this so that you can roll it up tightly so it's all sealed. So if you're in a public bathroom or you're at someone's house and they don't have a bin, or you're worried about putting it in the bin because you don't want anyone to see it, you can put this in a pocket or a bag and it is completely sealed. So it's not gonna leak anywhere and it's not gonna smell. And then on a side note of scent, some people are very lucky to not have any kind of scent whatsoever. However, period does have a slight odour, and depending on how heavy your period is, that odour can be stronger, and there are some really good products that you can use to help maintain that. I tend to use these wipes that you can get in the sanitary section, and it's just kind of, you know, like you normally would do with normal toilet paper, but with a wet wipe. You can just use normal baby wipes as well. It just helps maintain that. Even if there is no scent, it's nice to just use those as well, so then you feel more clean. So the next thing is tampons. Now I actually prefer tampons because I feel they're a lot more comfortable. I find that with the sanitary towel I'm always aware that it's there. I'm constantly reminded when I get up and move around because you can feel it. They can be bulky, even though they're designed to not be bulky and be thin. I tend to always know that it's there. With these, I can easily go about my day without any comfort issues. It does take a long time to get used to these. I say a long time, it takes a day or two to get used to these. The first time you use them, they're really uncomfortable, and then you get used to how your body is shaped and how you use them. But then I also use these. These are just Panty Liners, because we are known for being really forgetful and remembering how long we're using certain products. They're just like a safety barrier really, so that you don't ruin your underwear. They're really thin. These you can't feel that you're wearing them. They're even smaller and teeny tiny, and I use those when I'm using these, especially if I know I'm going to be kind of out and about and it might take me a little bit longer to be able to get to a bathroom if need be. Safety barriers. And like always, please do leave a comment down below. Let me know what you think of the video. Give it a thumbs up if you liked it. If you're new here, then subscribe, and don't forget to press the notifications button so that you get a notification every time I post a video. Bye bye, bye bye.